On Saturday, February 11th, 2023 in Warrington, which is a town in the county of Cheshire in England, a terrible crime occurred. In Culchett Linear Park, on the ground lay a teenage girl dressed in a white coat, long stockings, and a light-colored skirt. Her body showed a pattern of very violent wounds, deep cuts on her chest, back, and head. The attack had happened in broad daylight in a visible area. It seemed more like a message than an attempt to hide a body. There were no signs of robbery or abuse, but we can only say that there was a clear trail of hatred. The victim was Brianna Ghey, a 16-year-old trans teenager whose life was just beginning. That day, which seemed like any other day, just after noon, the security cameras caught her walking with her well-known white coat and her red hair, alone and sending messages from her phone with a pink case. When they checked Brianna's cell phone, they realized that Brianna didn't take her usual route or the stop closest to her house, but instead, someone she was going to meet that day told her to go to a much farther stop than the one she usually went to. This person she was going to meet was a friend of hers and classmate named Scarlett Jenkinson. When the police spoke with Scarlett, she told them that yes, that day she had arranged to meet Brianna and a friend named Eddie Radcliffe at the bus stop, and then they went together to the park. They had planned to spend the afternoon there, but Brianna left them and left the park to meet up with a 17-year-old boy from Manchester. The police investigated to find out who this boy Scarlett mentioned was, but there was no trace of this person. The police already believed that they were hiding something, so they didn't waste any time and went to search Eddie and Scarlett's houses. In Eddie's house, they found the weapon that was used to kill Brianna, which was a hunting knife he had bought a few weeks earlier on a family trip. Additionally, in his bedroom, they found clothes with bloodstains, and on his shoes there were traces that matched Brianna's DNA. As if that wasn't enough, there were messages between Scarlett and Eddie, in which, hours before the attack, they wrote horrible things about Brianna, with phrases like, "I want to see if she screams like a boy or a girl." On February 12, 2023, the police arrived at their house in Warrington at the same time and arrested them. A few months later, on November 27, 2023, the trial began at the Manchester Crown Court. The sentence was harsh. Scarlett will have to spend at least 22 years in prison and Eddie 20 years before they can apply for parole.